thanks, and thanks for inviting us. And as you said, our CEO, Brenda Gale, is here with me. One of the things about sport that I've come to realize is it gives you a wonderful platform to say things and to convey messages to the community that may not hear it from other sources or may refuse to hear it from other sources. So sport has a very powerful scope here in Australia and especially in Victoria. At the Richmond Football Club, we really want to stand for inclusion and equality and to use that platform for expressing many of the views and the values that we've heard here today. We think there's an internal lens you have to apply for what we do as well as an external lens. Internally, we have a wonderful woman named Rana Hussain who works for us. She's our multicultural coordinator. She's the only practicing Muslim woman who works in an AFL club. She is a force of nature, a dynamo, and her programming, as well as her education sessions for our staff, are tremendous in helping us come along and understand the Muslim community. Many of you probably know that we have Bashar Hooley, who's a wonderful premiership player for us. I have to mention we're the reigning premiers. And Bashar, besides being a role model for his community, is also determined to contribute. And we want to help him in that journey. He has an academy, and that's housed at the Richmond Football Club. It's now national in scope, in which their sporting teams, now boys and girls football, has come to Bashar's Academy. We've also just started a 3-year partnership with the Islamic Museum to help with that understanding. And the entire staff of the Richmond Football Club during Ramadan has been going to the Islamic Museum to understand what's going on. We mentioned Wali Ali. We claim him too. He's probably our highest profile supporter, but he brings international students once a year to come to the club. We get to meet them, and they get to go to a football game, and he is their tutor, so that's pretty good. So I think overall we want to stand for equality, for dignity, and I think when we think about sport, it really does have a universal language. And we want that language to be one that includes everyone and not a language that divides us. So it's an honor to be here today. It's always a pleasure of mine to talk about the Richmond Football Club. But we're committed to this journey, and I think as we see all the people in the room, we know that we can do so much more together than we do individually. So we welcome any overture that we can help you and you can help us in advancing this cause of equality. Thank you.